Hey guys, I'm your host, The Age of 41, and welcome back to Video Game Legends Revamped. While Pokemon is definitely the most famous role-playing game franchise of all time, the second most successful is undoubtedly Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is an acclaimed franchise of fantasy-themed role-playing games developed by Square Enix. It has been expanded on in movies, anime, printed media, and other merchandise. However, we are here to discuss the games. The games have been extremely successful, and as of 2010, 14 games have been released, not including the Disney-themed spin-off Kingdom Hearts. However, Final Fantasy has also brought some various interesting legends along with its fame and glory. Legend number 1. Arguably the best Final Fantasy game is none other than Final Fantasy VII. This is the game that showed us why the franchise's mascot Cloud Strife was so incredibly awesome. However, we're not talking about him. The death of the character Aerith, or Eris, depending on where you live, shocked us all when it happened. We couldn't believe it. An extremely important character had just been killed off for good. Of course, this started up several rumors. These evolved into a more refined rumor that such a quest was left on the cutting room floor. The game's producers had categorically denied this, citing it as ruining the dramatic impact. There are many rumors about how to resurrect Aerith, or Eris, however you want to say it. One of the rumors regarding the resurrection focused on the relatively useless underwater materia, which had no point in the Japanese version and only removed a time limit during an optional boss fight in the other releases. It was said that if the materia AP was maxed, something in itself that would take months of level grinding, you could travel underwater in the Forbidden City where Aerith died and bring her back to life. It turns out that maxing the AP the materia just set it back to 0. Another tantalizing bit is there's a materia that is reachable after she dies, and upon activating says something like, "You hear voices," and made it seem like she did special things to the white materia. The most unusual thing about the resurrection rumor is that it is extremely easy to disprove. You can put her back in your party using a save game editor. However, at various points from then on, the game will either crash or preemptively remove her from the party. Another variation of the resurrection rumor was one that involved being very nice to her in all of your dialogue options, while being downright cruel to Tifa. Doing so would make Tifa die instead during the infamous cutscene. Legend number 2. Another legend from Final Fantasy VII. While not as popular, there were also theories about how to find or resurrect Zack. One of the most common was that the 6th Sephiroth clone you find living in a sewer pipe in Midgar is Zack, and that Aerith's mention of, "Sorry, I'm too weak to heal him," means that you have to buffer up to ungodly levels and talk to him again. Given that the area is only accessible, with Aerith anyway, for a brief period in which there are only fairly weak enemies to level build on, one can only imagine the wasted hours and snapped controllers sacrificed to this rumor. Another rumor of how to find Zack was actually printed in an issue of the UK's Power Station magazine. It involved the useless items that could be won from the Speed Square at the Gold Saucer, the 135th Soldier, Super Sweeper, and Masamune Blade, and somehow using them on the Ruin Reactor in Gongaga. Legend number 3. Final Fantasy IV had the twin characters Palom and Porom. After their heroic sacrifice, they were rumored to be retrievable through a special quest you can get only if you go out of your way to get it right at the moment when they are semi-permanently turned to stone. Urban legends aside, they eventually really do get better without your assistance anyway, but in most versions of the game they don't rejoin you. It should be noted that the game programmers themselves did little to quell these rumors. In-game, you can attempt to use any item in your inventory on the now frozen pair, implying that there was something you could find that would reverse the process. It was made even worse that a particular walkthrough actually quotes this list of facts as fact, or lists fake entries among accurate entries. This rumor has also intertwined with the very real hidden room Easter egg from the Japanese version, and thus it has been said that Palom and Porom can only be retrievable through the hard-type version of the game. This one actually has some truth to it. In the original version of Final Fantasy IV SFC, There was an item called a golden needle that would remove stone and only stone. Using this on the twins would give you a message saying that it wouldn't work for plot reasons. The original US version of Final Fantasy II made it significantly easier for US audiences, including the removal of all status effect healing items in lieu of the heal item. Well, that's it today. I'm your host, The Age 41, signing out. See you next time, and bye.